melatonin might be marketed as a sleep savior, but did you know it's not regulating sleep? This hormone's role is to signal darkness, not induce sleepiness. Inside your brain, it binds to receptors in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, a region governing circadian rhythms. The true sleep-inducing hero is adenosine, which builds up in your brain during the day and is cleared during sleep. A study from the University of Pennsylvania in 2020 showed that adenosine levels peak after 12 to 16 hours of wakefulness, urging your brain into sleep mode. Your brain isn't just idly resting at night, it's conducting repairs. During sleep, astrocytes, a type of glial cell, facilitate the clearance of beta amyloid, a protein linked to Alzheimer's. This process, known as glymphatic clearance, increases by 60% during sleep, as shown in a 2013 study from the University of Rochester. The glymphatic system essentially washes away waste, particularly during deep sleep. This active waste removal is why sleep isn't just about rest, but regeneration. Common belief suggests naps are enemies of nightly sleep, but if timed correctly, they can enhance alertness without affecting circadian rhythms. A NASA study in 1995 showed a 26-minute nap improved performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. Your brain's adenosine levels decrease during short naps, but remain unaffected in terms of resetting your internal clock. Naps can be strategic allies in combating temporary sleep loss without disrupting the broader sleep architecture. Light exposure isn't just a mood enhancer, it manipulates your circadian clock. Blue light, in particular, suppresses melatonin production, delaying sleep onset. Research from Harvard Medical School in 2014 demonstrated that blue light exposure could shift your circadian rhythm by up to 3 hours. Inside your retina, specialized cells detect this wavelength, signaling the brain's central clock. This connection between light and sleep timing is why screens can sabotage your sleep schedule. Eating late may seem harmless, but it can disrupt sleep architecture by delaying melatonin production. A 2017 study from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine found that late meals can delay sleep onset by 90 minutes. Your body's insulin response, heightened post-meal, interacts with sleep-regulating hormones, confusing your internal clock. This metabolic signal competes with circadian signals, pushing sleep phases later. Your dinner time isn't just about digestion, it's an integral part of sleep regulation. Adenosine, the molecule responsible for sleep pressure, accumulates in your brain's extracellular space during wakefulness. It's a byproduct of ATP breakdown, the energy currency inside your cells. As adenosine binds to its receptors, it dampens neuronal activity, promoting sleepiness. Caffeine competes with adenosine for these receptors, temporarily blocking its effects. During sleep, adenosine levels decrease, resetting the sleep-wake cycle. This cycle is a fundamental mechanism maintaining sleep homeostasis, ensuring your brain balances rest with wakefulness. The glymphatic system operates by harnessing cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, flow to clear metabolic waste. As you sleep, CSF enters the brain via perivascular channels, driven by the pulsations of the arteries. This fluid exchange is at its peak during non-REM sleep stages when neuronal activity is minimal. The exchange clears metabolites like beta amyloid, implicated in neurodegenerative diseases. Understanding this mechanism highlights why sleep isn't merely restorative, it's essential for long-term brain health. Circadian rhythms are orchestrated by oscillator genes within the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, of the hypothalamus. These genes, such as clock and BMAL1, regulate the expression of proteins that control physiological processes. The feedback loop they create takes approximately 24 hours, aligning with the Earth's rotation. Light exposure resets this genetic clock daily, synchronizing your body's rhythms with the external environment. Disruptions to this genetic machinery can lead to circadian disorders, affecting mood and overall well-being. The cortisol awakening response is a sharp increase in cortisol levels within 30 minutes of waking. This hormone, released by the adrenal glands, helps mobilize energy stores and prepare your body for the day. The surge is part of the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis, influenced by light exposure. Emerging research highlights that this cortisol peak is crucial for alertness, impacting cognitive performance throughout the day. This mechanism underscores the significance of morning light and its influence on daily function. REM sleep is crucial for memory consolidation, involving synaptic plasticity within the hippocampus. During REM, acetylcholine levels rise, enhancing neuronal communication and strengthening synaptic connections. This stage allows the brain to integrate new information with existing knowledge, forming long-term memories. Studies from MIT in 2015 demonstrated that disrupting REM sleep impairs this process, affecting learning outcomes. The intricate dance of neurotransmitters during REM underscores the necessity of this stage for cognitive health. Chronic sleep debt is more than just cumulative tiredness. It alters your brain's function. Research from the University of Pennsylvania in 2003 showed that even 6 hours of sleep per night, over 2 weeks, impairs cognitive performance equivalent to 2 nights of total sleep deprivation. Inside your brain, synaptic efficiency declines, affecting decision-making and attention. Sleep debt doesn't just make you sleepy, it reconfigures neuronal networks, challenging the myth that you can catch up on sleep. Sleep tracking apps promise insights, but often miss key physiological data. Polysomnography, the gold standard in sleep assessment, measures brain waves, eye movements, and muscle activity. A 2021 study by Stanford University found apps often overestimate sleep duration by 30 minutes. Apps may track movement, but lack precision in detecting sleep stages. The discrepancy highlights the gap between consumer tech and scientific accuracy. Understanding this can change how you perceive sleep data and its reliability. The wellness industry often promotes quick-fix sleep aids, yet peer-reviewed literature emphasizes behavioral interventions. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, is the most effective long-term treatment, with a 2019 meta-analysis showing success rates over 70%. It targets maladaptive beliefs and behaviors, retraining your brain's sleep patterns. Unlike supplements, CBTI addresses root causes, offering sustainable improvements. The contrast between marketed solutions and evidence-based practices is stark, challenging prevailing misconceptions about sleep management. Long-term sleep deprivation affects brain volume, particularly in the frontal cortex, which governs decision-making and impulse control. A 2014 Oxford University study found reduced gray matter in individuals sleeping less than 6 hours over several years. This structural change impacts cognitive functions, increasing vulnerability to neurodegenerative conditions. Sleep isn't just a nightly reset, it's foundational for maintaining brain integrity. These changes emphasize the importance of prioritizing adequate sleep to preserve cognitive health. Sleep's role extends beyond fatigue. It influences metabolic health. A 2020 study published in JAMA Internal Medicine revealed that individuals sleeping less than 5 hours had a 52% higher risk of obesity. Sleep deprivation alters ghrelin and leptin levels, hormones regulating hunger and satiety. This hormonal imbalance drives cravings and overeating, underscoring sleep's influence on weight regulation. The connection between sleep and metabolism reframes how we consider dietary choices and lifestyle.